Namaste everyone. Today I'm going to share something very beautiful that I wrote down, and it's nothing new. It's part of the work and talk and research that everyone has been doing, and it's also part of something that I sort of have been thinking and wanting to develop and have been working on it myself as well. And these are five things that I think work excessively brilliantly in wanting to improve yourself. And these are the five things that get you fired and wired in your thought process. And it just helps our neurons and helps us to kind of keep going and, keep our gray matter, as they say, ticking. And these five things are very simple, and I like to just explain them as simply as I can. There is no gyan about it, but these are five things that if you all would also try and incorporate into your everyday growing, as they say, and everyday life, it will really really help you, because I have tried to kind of keep these things always going for myself, and I am also learning to kind of abide by these five sort of principles. So fun. The first one is pique your curiosity. Just keep your curious side on, because curiosity is a power. So ask yourself a lot of whys. Rather than asking the world, ask yourself also a lot of whys. And every morning before once you get up, before you even have your cup of tea and coffee in the morning, ask yourself, why is it important for me to do something important today? Why did I plan like that? Why did I think like that? Why did I plan to do something like that? So ask yourself a lot of whys and what and hows, a lot of whys. Because if we ask ourselves whys, we kind of structure our day into making it meaningful and purposeful. And before we get into the mundane acts of the day that take away so much of time and that make us forget a lot of things, because we have to do those chores or those routines and structures that we have for ourselves. So ask yourself those whys early in the morning, so that helps you to kind of structure and keep your curiosity going and things for you going. Second is read a book. It Everybody has been talking about it. Everybody has been saying about it, but it's so very important now in this digital era, because we tend to read a lot on online platforms. Each one of us, including me, and I'm also struggling sometimes and endeavoring sometimes to read a book, pick up a book and read, because when we read a book, it's very very interactive. What happens on digital media, and when you're reading something on the digital platform, it tends to distract us. So one, when we have a book in our hand, the distractions are less. It's very interactive. You're actually interacting either with a sentence or with thoughts, with experiences, with characters and things like that, and it's very very gripping. So it's also because it's so gripping, it's also tends to give you a lot of focus. And every time you read something, you will soak in something new, and it keeps adding up in our mind as wisdom, as thoughts, as ideas, and it's like compound interest that keeps adding on. And it lacks distraction. There's no distraction, and also gets us into a productive zone. So reading actually helps us to get into a productive zone, and also gives us focus. These are proven research things, so it gets us focus and uh, production. We become more productive. The third thing is going back into a class. Now when I say going back into class, to go back into a class, you have to step into a class. And you will say that, how can I step back into a class? I don't have time to go back to school. So what you can do is check out online classes, check out free online webinars, check out free online material that is available, whatever is in sync and resonates with you, or it is into what you like doing, or something that you have kept at the back burner. So bring that passion, something that you like doing, bring that on and start learning online. So join online classes, step into an online class, step into a webinar which interests you, because learning is a lifelong passion. It never ends, and we can never ever say that we've learned enough in this aspect. So it's been proven by research that success comes to those who are always curious and keep learning something new, keep adding on to their learning, and keep on that path of learning, relearning, unlearning, and absolutely open to learning. So be in a lookout for improvement, and it gives us a lot of fulfillment. The fourth thing is find fulfillment in mundane. When I say find fulfillment in mundane, is that some chores that we think are small, not important, I should not be doing them, why should I do them? Get on and get hold of them and do it, because what happens is that these boring tasks are also a learning. Sometimes it could be as simple as working on Excel sheet, how to make an Excel sheet, how to work on a Word doc, or how to find ways to compile your mails, how to keep things in order, anything like that, which may not seem glitzy, which may seem grim and dull, but try doing that, because in that mundane chores also you can find learning, and it can be very very engaging. Once you learn that, it can be very engaging. I remember even simple tasks like knitting can be very very engaging. It's absolutely or doing something with a crochet, or doing needlework. It seems like something that is absolutely not glitzy, but it can be very very meditative. So find your things which are absolutely mundane and do that, because it is actually meditative and helps our brain to unknot, and again helps to get focus. So it's very very important. And the fifth thing that is a very very important part of the five things that I had written today is listen. Listen to others. Listening is an art. Listening is very very important, and listening can be very very beautiful learning, because sometimes when we tend to listen to others very very carefully, even when we know the aspects of what they're talking, or the concepts that are talking, or the things that they're saying, which may be very very simple, but when somebody else puts it in a perspective, it just shows another side of something. So listen to others. Sometimes people's ideas can be $100 $1 million ideas, and we may rubbish them thinking, oh, that's not possible, this can't be done. So don't do that. Listen to others. And it could be in a meeting, in a conversation, in a podcast, in when you're actually seeing some kind of a video, or you're having a conversation and somebody is talking on the phone, somebody is calling. We're so excited to talk about ourselves, and that's something that even I would want to work on. Like, listen. And there is such a learning in listening, there's such a gold mine in listening. So these are five things that I kind of wrote today and thought today, and I thought I'd share it with you because it's going to help you. So go ahead, do that, have a beautiful beautiful warm day, and take care of yourself. Love and light.